can see it, I can achieve it.
Hey, Just Like Beat book fans, it's Michelle here, and I have a special treat for you today. I am joined by author Jacquita McManus, and she is the author of 2 children's fantasy books, Talee and the Falling Object, and my personal favorite, Anaya, A Dream of a Warrior Princess. And she is going to tell us today how she got started, what her inspirations were, and about these 2 great books. So tell us about your journey. How did you end up where you are right now? How did you get to this point?
I was a mom that read to my kids every night, bedtime stories. And then when my daughter got up to a certain age where she was out of Blue's Clues and at a door, she was in the door stage, so it seemed like forever. I wanted to find fantasy adventure book because I'm really a fantasy adventure type reader.
Okay.
I couldn't find any with Black characters in it. I couldn't find any. I found a lot of books, concept books or history books, of course, but no just straight fantasy books with a young Black female character that was on an adventure.
I just need to say that I'm so glad that you're writing in this genre because Just Like Me books, as you know, our goal is to put different stories in front of kids that don't often get told. And it is so difficult to find fantasy stories. There's definitely a lack of literature that features children of color. So thank you so much for kind of filling that void. That's awesome. Tell me about the books. Tell me about the books. What are they about? What do you want people to take away from them?
My son, I realized with my son, who's older than my daughter about 4 years, he really, even though I read to him every night, he really didn't like reading. So he gravitated to the Wimpy Kid books and the Star Wars books. And he's like, I just want to read for fun. And I was like, if I write a book, I want kids to just read for fun. Because if you get them to read, it actually is amazing for them in school. Just confidence, the vocabulary. I just saw a big difference from my kids and other kids who don't read. And so I was like, if I can just get them to read for fun, I did my job.
Oh, that's awesome. And you're so right. It's really important that kids be able to just pick up a book and read for fun. I mean, there are 3 reasons why, we tell kids when they're in school that authors write. Authors write to entertain, authors write to persuade, and authors write to inform. And there are some kids who just want to read to be entertained. I'm one of those kids. I don't read information. The things I read for fun are things just for fun. I don't want to think about it. I don't want you to teach me anything. I just want to read for fun. So it's awesome that you recognize that is a goal sometimes for kids. That's awesome. The one thing I've noticed on my show when I interview different authors is everybody has a different background or story that led them to kind of where they are today and different things that influence them. So tell us, I know we talked about it a little bit when we started, but give me a little bit more background on your background and how you kind of got to where you are right now.
Well, my background as far as school is concerned is definitely animation, 3D animation, art minor, and I have a minor in African American Studies, which is why I went to Africa for study abroad course. Okay. And so, and Anaya, even though she's not based in Africa, I remember those experiences. So there's definitely some of those things that stuck with me that's going to be in the story, but I used to love stories.
Okay. All right. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Are you working on anything right now?
Yeah, working on the next books for both of them, actually. Talee's book has actually been written for years. It was her. Okay. And, since she's part of a bigger story, what's good about the time for Anaya is that as I've been working on illustrations, the foundation of her story has gotten better. So I keep going back and rewriting stuff that I've already written because the bigger novel has changed so much since I've been learning how to draw. I keep coming back and working on it.
Awesome. So are you able to read a favorite part from one of your stories for us today?
This is in the part of the book where Anaya has already been captured. And at this point, she doesn't know if she's broken the magic treaty that her father was trying to protect. And this is just where it's the first person she meets is Amunda, who she's been searching for. She watched as he pulled out a few coins, dropping them on the table. He picked up a gourd of water and took a long drink before setting it back down. Then he turned around and, for the first time, Anaya could see his eyes. She shuddered. Some's eyes were pale gray. When he looked at her, chills ran up her spine, but she couldn't look away. She scanned his face. He had 3 red marks above his left brow. What about the prisoners? The lady asked. Could they use some water? Some turned to look at the lady who didn't find him scary at all. "They're fine," he said. "In this heat?" said the lady. "Not so sure." She smiled as she walked around the table, swaying her big hips, barely missing knocking over the food and water gourds. She peered into the crate before heading back to her table, where she picked up a small gourd of water, tapping its side with her long fingernails as she held it in her right hand. "I bet they won't make it another hour," said the lady. "Look at them all limp. But I'm sure your Empress wouldn't mind at all."
Tell the viewers where they can find copies of your book.
Okay, books are definitely found on my website, worldstodiscover.com. They're also on Amazon.com and Walmart.com. And, probably like Barnes & Noble's has them too. So
Awesome. And very soon they will be available also on Just Like Me on books.com as well, because we are so proud to promote it. So thank you everybody for watching. We hope you enjoyed learning more about these 2 children's fantasy book series. And if you want to learn more about them, you can look up Miss McManus at worldstodiscover.com. Read justlikeMeBooks.com. You can Google her on Amazon, because this lady is all over the place. So thank you again for watching. And remember, if I can see it, I can achieve it.
If I can see it, I can achieve it.